Hello Sagittarius and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. First of all, I would like to thank for all of you who have seen my previous videos, that you watched them, liked them, shared them, and especially subscribe. I'm really grateful for all of those great energies. And if you're new to my channel, I'd like to give you a big welcome. I'm very glad that you found me. In today's video, we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of October in the areas of love and relationship. But as usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. Let's get started. So in the center of your reading, you do have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is the card of recovery, healing, and moving on after a difficult time. So generally, this is the card that's following the Three of Swords, which is a heartache, some kind of a disappointment. And when the Four of Swords is coming out, this is the card that's showing that you're moving on from some kind of a disappointment. Now this disappointment can be anything, and it's different for everybody. It can be loss of relationship, partner, a breakup, or any kind of arguments or something that was painful for you. When the Four of Swords is coming in, it's a card that's showing that you're healing from this experience and you're getting better. You're taking some kind of a break. So if you are single, it might be that you've been single for a while, and this solitude is actually good for you because it helps you to heal from previous challenges that you had in terms of love and relationship. If you are in an existing relationship, it might be that you might be taking a break from the relationship, or your partner should be kind of a little bit distant from each other because you might have gone through some difficult times. And generally this card is an indication of kind of like a still stand as well, when you don't feel that things are moving forward. But generally, actually, it is a blessing, whatever this break is, because in the background, the energies of the universe are in power and they're making things happen. But let's see, what is your first card? Your first card is actually the Hangman. The Hangman is generally comes out when things are in a standstill as well. So you kind of have two cards that are indicating that things are not evolving, things are not moving forward. Generally, the Hangman is the energy when you're feeling stuck, in a rut. And in order to evolve, in order to move forward, you need to see things from a different perspective. And when you see things from a different perspective, you're going to be able to come to some kind of an enlightenment that will help you to move forward. Right, so if you kind of look at him, he's giving up all of his senses, hands, arms, legs, so he can get some kind of an epiphany of a thought that will help him to move forward. Right, so some of you need to kind of think about what is that you need to give up in order to free yourself from this stuck situation. Some of you just need to see things from a different perspective that will kind of help you to move on. Again, it is different for everybody. What's really important here is the enlightenment, that you need to see things from a different point of view. Like if you're single, maybe you need to approach dating a different way. If you are in a relationship, you need to start seeing the relationship from a different point of view, either your partner or the way you interact. So there's definitely need to be a change in perspective. The next card we have here is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is can be an indication of a person who's younger than you. It can be a child or just a younger person. Generally, pages bring some kind of messages, and whenever this kind of comes up, if you're single, it can be some kind of a message that you're getting. It might be an indication of a new relationship that most likely you grabbed onto and you went along with. If you're in an existing relationship, this page might be kind of more of a warning sign, nothing serious that you need to pay attention to keep the relationship going, to make sure that that initial flame is not dying, right? Like you just need to pay a little more attention to have fun with your partner. Now the next we have here is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is the card of balance and harmony. This is kind of like a card that shows us if you're in an existing relationship, that the relationship might be well balanced. It's an equal give and take type of relationship. And it is also can be a sign that somebody in a powerful role is coming in to help. Now this can be a mediator, this can be some kind of a therapist as well, who can come in and help you see things from a different perspective. If you're single, this is a great indication that maybe somebody will introduce you to somebody, or the universe will bring you a relationship that's gonna be harmonious and very well balanced. It is generally kind of a money card, so some of you might be saving up with your partner for some kind of a bigger investment. Maybe you're trying to buy a home, because generally it's a good card if you're trying to get a mortgage or if you're trying to get a loan. The next we have here is the beautiful Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is the card of new beginning. It is also the card of celebration. It can be a sign of getting engaged, getting married, or even having children. This is kind of like the feeling home, but this is also the card of reunion, when you are getting together with people that you haven't seen for a while. Maybe some of you are going to some kind of a party where you're going to meet some people that you haven't seen. It might be even your ex, but generally this is a lovely card when you're feeling home. And it is also the card of new beginnings, when doors are opening for you. So if you're single, that might be a great chance that maybe you're gonna meet somebody and a new chapter is starting in your life. This is the card of 1111, which is all about a new beginning. But even in an existing relationship, it can indicate getting to the next step of the relationship, of getting married, getting engaged, celebrate things in our lives. But it can also be an indication of a child coming into your life. And the next we have here is the Death card. The Death is an indication that things are changing for you. You're in the middle of a major transition of your life when it comes to love and relationship. This is kind of like out with the old, in with the new type of energy. If you're single, definitely an indication that your solitude is ending, right? It's kind of connected to the Four of Swords, which is kind of like this lonely feel. And the Death is bringing some kind of a change for you. Even an existing relationship means a big transition, a big change. Now, in terms of an existing relationship, it really depends what kind of a relationship you're in. For some of you, it might be the Death might bring end to a relationship if the relationship is kind of already dead. If the relationship is working well, the Death will actually bring you some surprising changes, like getting married or getting engaged. But it's what's really always important with the Death, that you shouldn't fight it, you shouldn't resist it, you should just go along with the change, because there's only one thing is constant: change. And the more you fight it, the more you resist it, the harder it will be for you. So let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because that's an indication that the reading helped you, and you can also help me to increase the channel, to make sure more people get the message. And for you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you already pushed those like and subscribe buttons. And I'm always happy to read in the comment what's going on in your life. What is the major transition that you're going through? So the next card we have here is the Temperance, which is actually the card of Sagittarius. So there can be a couple of things here. This is your energy. which is indicating that you're able to handle whatever change comes to your life this period of time. You're able to deal with it. But the Temperance is all about patience as well. So whatever you're trying to achieve in your life, whether you are single and you wanna get into a new relationship, or you're in an existing relationship, generally this card is telling you to be patient. Don't rush into anything. Just take one step at a time, because if you're rushing, you're not gonna get the results. You're not gonna get the greatness that you're trying to create. She's trying to create gold, and in order to achieve that, you need time. So I think if you're trying to attract a relationship that's golden for you, or you're trying to make your existing relationship work, you need to invest the time and don't rush it. Just take one step at a time. And the next we have here is the Devil. So it's kind of interesting because you do have the Temperance, which is kind of all about patience, and then you have the Devil, which is kind of like very materialistic. It is representing a situation where we are stuck, right? You kind of have two cards talking about being stuck. One is the Hangman, and the other one is the Devil, right? So the Devil is usually something that that's kind of grabs onto us, and we feel that we don't have a way out of this situation. This can be for some of you who are single, you kind of just feel, okay, there's no way for me to find a partner. If you are in a relationship, this can be a situation where you're feeling stuck in the relationship. The challenge is that with the Devil, there's always some kind of an attraction to it, because the Devil can be very attractive. The Devil can kind of lure us in to stay in that situation, even though we know that the situation is not good for us. Like, for example, when you're single, this can the Devil card can indicate relationships that are not based on an emotional connection, but more from passion perspective, and you're kind of going from one bed to the other, so-called. If you're in an existing relationship, it can be a very codependent relationship where there's a lot of dependency on each other. But this is the card of vices as well. Some might have some addiction problems in the relationship, any kind of addiction, drug, alcohol, sex, food, whatever. That's kind of like, you can be addicted to a lot of things, and it's always kind of lures you in, as I said. But whenever the Devil comes in, it's very important to know that there's a way for you out. Maybe you need to be patient, maybe you need to be make some hard decisions, but the Devil is always a warning sign that the decision is yours and you're able to get out of this situation. Now the next one is the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords, we kind of talked about it briefly, because we had the when we talked about the Four of Swords, which is a recovery after a Three of Swords situation, which is a breakup, which is some kind of a disappointment, some kind of a heartache, and it's very important that sometimes breaking free from the Devil, whoever this Devil or the Devil situation is for you, might be painful. It might be not easy, but it's necessary. So you have to kind of think about it from a bigger picture perspective, that even though breaking free from this situation might not be easy, but overall that's your greater good. Now I'd like to kind of call your attention to something. You do have 12, 13, 14, 15. You can kind of see this synchronicity that is showing some evolvement. So I think when you kind of look at it from this situation that you're kind of trying to break free, I think you're going to be able to make heads and you're able to get out of it. You have quite a few major arcanas, that are indicating a big change, a big transition in your life. And at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Six of Wands, which is the card of victory, the card of being in the center of attention after a hard-earned battle. So I think you're going to be able to break free from whatever your situation is. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, but I think you're going to be victorious. So, dear Sagittarius, that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again.